Hey guys, welcome back to the Summer of Knives 2020. Just been going over some of my collection. I know I haven't made a video in a long time. You guys should know that this is not an actual review. This is just some of the stuff that's in my collection. And what I like to do is bring it to you because it's been pretty popular. Full disclosure, there will be links down below. If you're interested in purchasing any of these, you go to my Amazon store, click on the link, and I get like 20 cents every time you purchase something. Help support the channel. Also, all the prices are subject to change, so when you get there, and hopefully it's the same price as I've already stated. Alright, so these knives are going to be what I call self-defense knives. A lot of them are primarily worn around the waist and or in some type of duty belt or in some type of military environment where folding knife is probably not going to be the fastest in the world. So you have a fixed blade knife, you just pull it out, go to work with it, and then when you're done you could safely pack it away. Again, check your local laws because sometimes the knives in different jurisdictions and different states will determine if you can purchase or have or even use that knife. Alright, so these are my self-defense knives. The first one I'm going to go over is a TDI. Nothing special about that. This has a friction fit. It's made by KBAR. I don't know what the steel, the blade steel is. I'm assuming it's the same blade steel that you get on the regular KBAR knives. It does have that angle curvature, so you can hold on to it. And if anybody, I've known a couple people, and I've even seen a couple bad knife fights. The first thing that happens is the knife goes flying out of the guy's hand, and then the other guy picks it up. So what this curvature does is it allows you to hold on to it as fast as much as you possibly can. Again, I'm not a knife fighter, I'm not into those martial arts, but for those guys that do, could probably tell you a little bit more about it. Now this blade is about almost 4 inches. It's 3 inches and 11/16 for us American folk. This blade will probably cost you around $47.60 at the time of this filming. Pretty nice blade. The sheath is pretty decent. It has like a friction fit. You can, I believe, turn these around. I did have a little bit of trouble. I don't think this is the best clip in the world. It does work, but I had to like kind of bend it and make it fit my belt. But again, you could probably take these off and put some type of tech lock system on there if you need to. Alright, so that one is called, I think that's the largest one that TDI makes, or KBAR TDI makes. Again, good self-defense knife. The second one is more of a collaborative. This is the Hinderer knife. It's the same style. The only difference is that it actually has a lock on it. So the knife won't fall out. It can't fall out until you release this. Alright, it has a nice little release button. And this one's in a Wharncliffe for KBAR. Same thing, same steel, nice jimping, all that stuff. A little bit smaller handle, but very ergonomically designed. Does have a lanyard hole in the back. Very sharp blade. I think it's a good design for what it's used for. Obviously stabbing, hey get off me kind of thing. He does make a different version of this. It's a different Hinderer collab. I don't know which one it is, but he does. You can check up the website. Same thing with the clips on these. They're made of a very thin steel, and if you don't actually get your belt hooked in just right behind that metal clasp, you're going to pull this whole thing out at the same time. So I tried to bend it. I think you could probably make, and I know there's a couple guys that make Kydex sheets to fit these kind of knives. The only downside of this is actually the brake, or the locking mechanism. I'm a right-handed person, so I would wear this on my left side. Well, unless I'm doing a cross draw to take it out, now I have to try to pull it out in this fashion and try to release that lock. So pros and cons to that. I mean, you know, you decide how you want to train, but I would probably just make a Kydex sheet for it. Okay, this one's a little bit more expensive. You're looking at anywhere from $100 and up because of the collaborative. I'm sure there's some royalties that need to be paid. Alright, the next one is the Kernel. I don't know if you can find these anymore on Amazon. I was able to find this one. This is called the Kernel Blades. It is the NCO version, they call it. This one has a false wedge. Of course, you can sharpen it yourself. And there's a lot of videos about this knife on YouTube. They do have a folding version of this. They do have one with a pommel strike, so it has a little sharpness on there. I didn't want that one because if I'm wearing this inside the waistband as this is designed, that point is going to stick you in the stomach all the time. So I wanted it nice and round. Very good ergonomics. The sheath is very well made. Again, this is made for inside the waistband. Has jimping. You put your finger in there and you use it in a stabbing motion to, hey, get off me kind of deal. You can also use it in your non-dominant hand, reverse grip, all that kind of stuff. So again, this is basically a self-defense knife. I wouldn't use it for anything else. I have EDC'd this before and it's worked out really well. It also does come with a trainer. Some of them do, some of them don't. This is the trainer, so if you're a martial artist, you probably know what to do with that more than I do. Again, I'm not a knife fighter, but if you're interested in that, they run anywhere from $100 and up. It's becoming a little bit scarce. They're not on Amazon anymore, so I'm sorry I don't have the link. But I think if you look on Blade HQ or some of those websites, you can find that. Alright, so the next one is Cold Steel. This is the Safekeeper. This is the single-sided one. There is a swedge on there. They do make, or they used to make one with both edges and of course a lot longer. This is basically a T-knife, which in a lot of states has now been outlawed. But this one only has one side, so in my state it should be good. Now Cold Steel had made different renditions of this back in the 80s, and I have one of those knives as well. I think this is an outstanding self-protection knife. Reason is because you have it in this fashion, it won't slip out of your hand. As long as you can make a fist, it will not slip out of your hand. It's made for quick thrusting motion and then get the hell out of there. Okay, you're not going to carve a turkey with it. You're not going to make a fire with it. It's just basically for self-defense. Now on the sheath itself, it has this plastic connection right here. Probably could do a little bit better. I don't think that little tiny nub right there is enough to hold the rigidity, but it's not hard to pull out, so it worked really nicely. The grip is very, very comfortable, extremely comfortable, so very well done there on Cold Steel. That comes in at $35 if you can still find it. It's called the Cold Steel 12CT Safekeeper 3 Black Craton Handle Plain. Okay, I know a lot of Cold Steel that like to use serrations. I'm not a big fan of serrations. Alright, and the last one that I have here is from Tops. Tops Knives makes a good product. Let me see if I can get that one out. This is called the Cockpit Commander. Sort of along the same lines of the Kernel. You're supposed to slip your finger in here, so it has a nice grasp. This has a top swedge and a bottom swedge. Again, hey, you know, I'm fighting. I need to fight for my life. I need to get the hell out of here. You know, very small knife. I don't think you're making any bow drills or with this, but you know, good on Tops for making that. 1095 steel. It is black linen micarta, and it doesn't have black linen micarta hand. Well, yeah, it might be black linen micarta handles. Okay with the sheath. Nice jimping on top. Okay with the sheath. The only problem I have with the sheath is it makes it very difficult to grab. There's virtually no way to grab this. What I would do with this sheath is probably cut it down till about here so I can get a full purchase on it to pull it out. The sheath does have this metal spring clip that Tops does come with. Again, I'm right-handed, so if you were left-handed, it'd probably be okay to pull it out from that side, or you would have to wear it inside the waistband. And this clasp, believe it or not, is actually good because you can see it has a separate hook in there. So you put your belt in there and you clip right over it, so it's not going anywhere. Very good clasp on that, I believe. I just want it on the other side. That being said, really great knife. Any of these knives will do you good. This one is $95.09, so about $96. You can probably get them cheaper, probably about 90 bucks. But I will say that all these knives here are specifically made for self-defense. Alright, so if you don't have any training in them and you just want to wear it, you know, I highly suggest you get some training, but it wouldn't hurt to carry something other than a firearm. Okay, so if you can't carry a firearm, this might be an option for you. Alright guys, thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And if you guys are interested in checking out all the US made handmade custom knives, please check out Three River Blades. I'm going to put all the links down below so you can click on it. Again, full disclosure, anytime you purchase a knife through my Amazon store, I get like 20 cents. So a couple 20 cents make $1. So thank you very much guys. Talk to you soon. Stay safe.